Okay, hello, this is our presentation for Connect Bridge. And here are our team members. Santa, he helped with the back end. Anthony, me, I did most of the user experience stuff. Gaurav, he worked on the front end of things, and Dechan worked really well on the presentation. So, introduction. LaGuardia has an outstanding number of international students, and we feel as if their needs have not been met adequately. So, emphasizing the lack of opportunity and resources. As we know, residents of NYC and in-state students have a lot of resources at their disposal, such as FAFSA and programs like ASAP, which international students are not eligible for, which can provide inequality amongst the students, as these students don't have the proper financial and academic support that other students may have. So our solution to such inequality would be to address the students' needs, such as access to housing, food insecurity, finances, mental health. And to bridge that gap, we had the idea of connecting students with organizations that focus on these issues for not only international students, but just students that need it in general. And we would solidify a connection between the students and the organizations fundamentally. And so implementing Connect Bridge. So we would want to implement it in the form of a web page where students will have a list of CUNY resources as well as the external resources such from the organizations. And it will allow students to view everything in one place, as well as submit requests to actually get in touch with the organizations. So here's the webpage for Connect Bridge. It was designed by a group of 4 students, and we want to tackle the issue that international students are facing, as mentioned before. And let's keep it going. So here's some of the core features. So we want to connect students with internships, mentors for guidance, career events, and as well as just sending them reminders for these important activities that can boost their professional engagement as well as their academics. And so student resources. LaGuardia, as we know it, has the Center for Career and Professional Development, which is a great resource for students of all statuses. But we feel that there should be additional resources mentioned for international students as well, in which by pressing the View Resources button, you get like a drop-down menu of additional resources. As well as here, we have our partners and organizations that we could potentially work with. And here, the organizations mentioned above are organizations that share the common goal of bridging the gap for all students globally. This includes international students and just marginalized communities that don't have the proper access to things like housing and food to propel their academic careers. And here we also have a little search menu where students can find internships and jobs based on things like filtering by their major and skill, as well as availability. And since it is just a prototype, we don't have the full extent of what we're going for, but this is an idea of how students will be able to filter out based on their needs and getting access to the proper activity or opportunity. And here we have a little bit about the team, as mentioned before. And here, this is one of the biggest features we have, which is the Get Involved section. So here we will have students fill out a little bit of information about themselves, such as their name and email, and specifically what organization they'd like to get into contact with, in which they will send a message. You could select one. You could select an organization, and you can send a message directly expressing what you want out of the organization, as well as how you would like to connect with them. And in turn, they will act in accordance to that to get you to the resource you need.